Good evening and welcome to Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith. While you're on your way to following your destiny, why not be the best you by following my basic principles to build your best life? And guess what? You can do it because you got the power. I know you do. Well, I am in Jacksonville, Florida, and we are getting some backlash from the storm. So at the current time, I don't have any electricity, so I'm outside on my patio with not very much lighting. As you can see, it's cloudy, it's raining, and it is lightning. So I am going to get on with it because I don't know how long I can record. But I'm so happy to be able to do this, and it is my passion. Therefore, I want to be consistent in doing it consistently when I'm supposed to, and not try to let anything stop me. I have been talking about you and the importance of your life and what you do with it. And to build your best life, there are certain things that you have to believe and certain things that you have to do. Earlier, I believe on Saturday, I talked about how the world is changing and you have to change along with it. So I talked about that, and then on Tuesday I gave a challenge, and that was, because the world is changing, there are things that you need to do to change right along with it. And we have an image to uphold, and we don't all have the best image. An image can be different things: the way you look at people, the way you respond to people, the way you look, the way you act, your facial expressions. So I gave a challenge that for the next 30 days you would work on improving just one of the things of your image that you need to work on. Now I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to have about 25 people in this challenge, and I only have 3 so far. I have Carol Crockett, Melissa Guns, and Tony Levette. Those are the only 3 that committed to be on this challenge with me. Now, of course, I'm going to be on it, and I'm going to try to work on the facial expressions and how that impacts my image. But I need some more of you to share the video from Tuesday, and to challenge people that you know to get on this 30-day challenge with us to make one thing that they want to improve on and work on it for the next 30 days. And remember, the person that has the most individuals that they share the challenge with to sign on to say, yes, I'll be a part of the challenge, is going to get a prize. So right now it's a 3-way tie. Just 3 people. I'm only trying to get 25. Let's go with it. But again, the weather is not so good, so I'm going to go ahead and continue. So tonight I want to talk about, we talk about goals all the time. And so once I say I have a goal to be a dentist. I can't just say, oh, my goal is to be a dentist, and that's the end of the conversation. So, magically I'm going to be a dentist. No, you need to take those goals and do something with them. And we're going to do a vision board in a couple of days. But right now I want to talk about SMART goals. all of your goals need to be what they call SMART goals. Your goals need to be specific, they need to be measurable, they need to be attainable, they need to be realistic, and they need to be time-based. Hello, Dan. Thanks for tuning in. I'm not sure why you're not on the challenge, but I need you to step it up. All right. First, we're going to start with the specific. What is meant by making your goal specific? So in the example of a dentist, okay, it's kind of specific. He wants to be a dentist, but are you going to be just a regular DDS, or do you want to be a dentist that performs surgery? Do you want to be the type dentist that can perform periodontics? So there are different types, and so you need to know exactly what it is that you're trying to work on. So it needs to be specific. Remember that. The S is for specific. The next thing, it needs to be measurable. So I say, oh, yep, I want to be a dentist. When? Because if I say if I only say I want to be a dentist, and then somebody walks up to me, say 3 years from now, and they said, oh, last time I talked to you, you said your goal was to be a dentist. Now, how far along you are in dental school? I haven't started dental school. So just like that person, asked you that question, if you have not given yourself a goal that is measurable, then it's not a good enough goal. So that goal is measurable because it takes a while to go to school. You have to have a 4-year degree, first of all. Then you have to get accepted into dental school. And so you need specific things to go along with that, so it needs to be measurable. Well, yes, last time we talked, I told you I wanted to be a dentist, and I already had my bachelor's degree, and some of the courses that I had at that time were applicable to working on getting into dental school, but there were some additional courses that I had to take before I could be accepted into dental school. So I was only accepted into dental school 6 months ago, but it is measurable. So that's what you need to do. And then, is it attainable? It has to be something that is attainable. An example of a goal that's not attainable. Let's just say that you're 14 years old, and you say that your goal is to build a car from scratch. So you're 14 years old. Do you know anybody that can build a car from scratch? Do you have your talents? Are they of an engineering type? Are you good with your hands? Are you good at working with things? Is this something that you're going to be able to attain? Are you going to want to work from scratch and getting the materials, melting, steel or metal down to get it into the shapes for the exhaust system or whatever? So are you going to be able to do all of those things? And I guess that is attainable. I'm not sure for a 14-year-old, but there are some things that's just not attainable. So as an example, if I said, yeah, I'm going to be a dentist, I'm going to open up my practice 2021, June 2021. I have taken not one course that has anything to do with medicine, first of all. Nothing then to do with dental. So how would I open my dental practice, and I'm going to be the practicing dentist in 21. There's no way for me to do that because I'm not even in dental school. So there is no way for me to do that. So that particular goal is not attainable. That's not something that I can even obtain. So why would I get a vision board or go around telling people, oh yes, I'm going to be a dentist? You are? Yes. I'm going to open up my practice June 2021. That's the launch date. Oh, I didn't even know you were in dental school and you had license to be a dentist. Oh, I don't. Okay, so they're going to either think you really lost it, or what is she talking about? How is she going to launch a dental practice in less than a year? Because she's saying June 2021, and she hasn't even gone to dental school. So that really is a goal that's not attainable. So why would you even plot that down as something you're going to work on? You're not going to be able to make that. That's not attainable. And then the R in SMART goals is the R is for realistic. So that is not only not attainable, it's not realistic either. I'm saying that I'm going to be something that takes 6 or 8 years to obtain, to go to dental school, to learn all I need to know about teeth, how different medications impact dental procedures, how to use the instruments. I have to be an intern. I have to do all of that. It's going to take more than 8 or 9 months. So that goal is not attainable and it's not realistic. So you don't make goals like that. You make goals that can be attained, and they are realistic. They make sense for you. Okay? And then we have the T. Time-based. So for me to say, well, let's just say for someone to that is graduated from high school this year to say, oh yes, I'm going to be a doctor and I'm going to be specialized in obstetrics. Okay, so that's going to take, they're just graduating from high school, so they got to get 4 years of a basic bachelor's degree. They have to take medical courses. They have to get an internship. And I might be saying these out of order. They have to go to medical school. Then they have to go into internship. So we're talking 8, 12 years it's going to take. When are they going to do that? So to make that a time-based goal, they would need to say, well, I just graduated from high school. My goal is to be an obstetrician. So I am going to, of course, have to go to college, medical school, and intern. So I look to start my practice maybe in the year 2030, 2035. So then that's time-based. You know, as I was writing my book, I started in September, so I had to have a timeline. I'm going to get it written by December. So I gave myself 3 months. That was a very optimistic goal, which I didn't make it in the 3 months. I actually made it 3 months later. But if you don't give yourself a goal and a time frame to work on, then it makes the goal loose. It's just a loose goal. So whenever you do it, it's just done. And if you don't have a time frame attached to it, then what's the urgency to work on it? I want to start my own business. When? Where? What kind? If you don't have a time frame, it doesn't matter. You know, I've been writing journals. I journaled all my life, and I think now I want to write a book telling people the importance of meditation and how it relates to prayer and our worship life. Okay, that's wonderful. Sounds like a book I would probably purchase. However, you have to give yourself a time frame with that. And if you think it's going to take you 3 years, great. You have a goal to work towards. If you think you can do it in a year, that's wonderful. But in order to make it a good goal that makes sense, and when you look at what you're trying to do in your life, then it works into and fits into that SMART goal realm. So my goal is now specific. It's not just something I threw out, but I can specifically tell somebody this is what my goal is. My goal is to reach as many as I can to teach them basic principles to build their best lives. Everyone has talents that they were given by God. Everyone has an opportunity to have skills and enhance those skills that they need to work on, but sometimes you need a little push. It is my passion to get out there to make sure that people are getting the basic principles to build their best life. And my passion is young men. I don't want to see our young men failing. I want to see them prospering, being the best they can be, and going out there and being mentors for others. That is my passion. That is my goal. It is specific, so I can tell you what it is. Then it's measurable. What am I doing about the goal? I am writing posts. I am trying to get the word out to different people via social media. I am doing, before I started doing any type of videos or posts, I did statistics to see where our young men stood, what was going on with them, what are their obstacles, what are their barriers, what are the things that they really need help in. So that's why I can tell you how high the suicide rate is, how many males have low self-esteem, how many of our males don't even get to finish or don't finish their freshman year of college. I've done the statistics. And so, so I've done those things. And then they are measurable because I worked on them. And like I mentioned about my book, I started in September. I gave myself a goal of December, but I didn't get it done. And I kept moving it those 3 months until I got it done. But your goal has to be measurable. It has to be attainable. Can I get the word out to young people that they can build their lives and be better? Yes, I can. I need your help to do it, but I can do it. I can put out the work and do the work, do the statistics, get the information out there. I put it in a book. I've got to get that book in as many hands as possible so that people can read and understand, okay, she's not just blowing hot air. This is a mission, this is a passion she has. It can be done. So it's attainable. It's realistic. It's something that is needed. So it's realistic. My goal is realistic. I can help people build their best lives if they listen, if they read, if they take this information seriously. And then it's time-based. Everything I do, I have to center it around a timetable. I need to get this done by X date. I need to get this done by X date. I'm doing a conference. I have to get the speakers by this date. I have to get my topics in place by this date. So everything falls under those SMART goals. So as you travel on your path to doing whatever it is that you need to do, improving your image, improving one little thing out of your life, just building your best life, remember, first of all, have a goal in mind or goals in mind that you want to work on. And if you put those SMART parameters around those goals, you have a much better chance of reaching those goals. So that's why I wanted to take the time today to explain the SMART goal issue. And your time base, that's very, very key. Because if you put things off and put them off and put them off, what happens? Well, it's been 10 years now. I haven't written that book. It's been 15 years and I never started dental school, So it's important that you get started and you want to do it the right way. So anybody out there that can help you to get the information that you need, just do it. So I hope that this session has been helpful to everybody. And again, I apologize for the lighting today and probably the noise. You probably can hear the pool running. But the lights are out in this area. I did not want to disappoint or not do the assignment that I have been given to reach lives. So I moved it out here to the patio. I got a flashlight. And so that's as much light as I could get. So hopefully this is still clear and concise. And I hope the information is very helpful. But I'm asking that each of you that are listening, if you would please like my Build Your Best Life page if you have not already. Please share this page. Don't forget about my challenge. Everybody has something that they can improve. I'm going to try to improve my facial expressions as part of improving things in my image. And my challenge is for people to share my videos, to get as many people as you can on the 30-day challenge. It was by today, but I will extend it until tomorrow. I want at least 25 people on the challenge. So far, I only have 3 plus myself. So I need more people to sign up. We need to get this video shared so we can get more people on this challenge and we can do the self-improvements. Again, I mentioned earlier, my book, Build Your Best Life. It is life-changing. It is helpful. Now is a great time to gift this book to someone that's starting high school, is going off to college, going off of their first job. This will help them. And, excuse me, next week on Thursday, I will have a special guest, Miss Angela Cooper Nixon. She's coming in on Thursday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to have a wonderful interview. So I hope you will join me on September 12th. I have a men and boys virtual conference. It is going to be dynamic. I have some excellent speakers. They have wonderful topics that they will be sharing, and it will be from 10 to 2 on the 12th. I have a guest event out, so please look at that, and please think about joining us. I appreciate you taking the time to join me today. I hope you will tune in on Saturday morning at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time for another session. And as always, as you travel on the road to building your best life, there will be distractions, pitfalls, rough terrain, and detours. Don't let these negative aspects of your journey stop you. Though they may slow you down, keep going to be a better you in order to build your best life. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.